Hey guys, Nuzzle here and we're back to another YouTube video. Today we have Ryu from Street Fighter versus Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat. If you enjoyed this video, dislike and subscribe. I thought this fight would have been a lot closer than it actually was, but you know, it's just how it goes, I guess. This is a Batman versus Iron Man situation. So yeah, as I said, let's just get right into this video. For strength attack potency, Ryu with the power of nothingness is bare minimum comparable to Akuma, and Akuma is capable of destroying an island with a punch. This island of course contained many large mountains, so if you really wanted to lowball Ryu, you could say that he was around large mountain level, but most likely he is around island level. Sub-Zero meanwhile is most shown to be around large building level, going by other characters in the series and their feats. However, if you really wanted to highball him, there is a statement on the wiki that he can kill everyone in a city. And if you can want to highball this even further, you know, as a put him at city level, he would still be weaker than Ryu. So yeah, Ryu definitely takes a strength point in power. As for speed, Ryu has been able to keep up with Torrent of Power Nikali. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right anyways, who by legend has been stated to be able to fight M. Bison, and M. Bison has an attack, or can perceive like laser based attacks, such as the Psycho Drive laser beam, which is therefore calculated out to be around 4.3 million miles per hour. For Sub-Zero, his best speed feat is being able to slip past a missile explosion, which at most would travel around 9,600 miles per hour. So in terms of speed, Ryu definitely also has the speed point here. In terms of durability, Ryu can be scaled to his attack potency, considering the fact that he should be comparable to Akuma, as we said. So yeah, his durability should be around large mountain to island level. Sub-Zero meanwhile has an insanely high pain tolerance, as you know he's able to keep on fighting despite having several of his bones cracked and shattered. But in terms of durability, we don't really have much besides, you know, being able to take attacks from people who are comparable to him, much like Ryu. So at best, at a very generous highball, he could be city level with durability. So yeah, Ryu also takes a durability point here. For abilities, weaponry and technique, Ryu of course is a master martial artist and is an acrobat in his own right. He has fire manipulation, air manipulation, he has quite limited flight, and also can stun people if he hits them enough times in a certain way. Ryu also gets rage boosts too. He is resistant to any mind manipulation. He also has enhanced senses too. He has very minor power nullification. He has heat manipulation. He can sense people's chi, so you know obviously he knows where they are. He has electricity manipulation. Also has resistance to any soul manipulation, and has limited intangibility, as whoever he doesn't want to hurt he can phase through. So in terms of versatility, Ryu is definitely quite versatile. This is also excluding all the like moves that he could do. However, you know, that would take way too long to say them all. If, you know, you want a better insight into that, watch the Ken Masters versus Cesar Zeppeli video for that. For Sub-Zero, he's of course also a master martial artist, and he specialises in hitting people's pressure points. He can create weapons and is a weapons master. You know, he can create things such as shurikens, swords, axes, hammers, you know, clones. He can freeze people in place momentarily and has ice manipulation as well. And with this, he can also turn himself into ice too. He also has resistance to soul manipulation, and he can also teleport as well. So for his more versatile, I think it's quite clear that Ryu is, even if we ignore all the possible moves he could do. But in terms of who has the better abilities, it is kind of close, considering, you know, Sub-Zero's ability to teleport, create weapons, and manipulate ice is pretty powerful. And also, you know, Ryu's ability to get stronger with rage, manipulate fire, and essentially just, you know, resistance to many things. But in terms of who has the better abilities, I'd probably have to say Sub-Zero has it, and of course versatility, Ryu has it. As for weaknesses, Ryu has irrational fear of spiders. He believes in sparing his enemies and giving a merciful end to the fight. He also can be lost in his rage, or, you know, if he gets really pissed off, he can go in a berserker state, which, you know, probably isn't really great considering, you know, that kind of throws away all his technique, but, you know, here we are. As for Sub-Zero, he doesn't really have any notable weaknesses. You know, he's not any notable weaknesses that wouldn't be, you know, normal to a regular human. So in terms of his the worst weakness, it's hands down Ryu, or based on the fact that Sub-Zero just doesn't really have any to pick apart here. Now for the conclusion, we've drawn from this that Ryu is stronger, faster, more durable, and is more versatile. You know, Sub-Zero has the better abilities and is less vulnerable, so who wins the fight? I think it is kind of clear that Ryu has this. Even if you're to highball Sub-Zero to as best as you can do it, Ryu still is more powerful and much faster. Yeah, Sub-Zero being able to create clones could keep Ryu on his toes, but considering he can sense Ki, or Chi, it doesn't really matter besides just being a slight nuisance, and given how much faster Ryu is, it probably wouldn't last very long either. There's then, of course, you know, Sub-Zero can't really fly. Well, Ryu at least has limited flight. Yeah, you could create wings, but they can just easily be destroyed by Ryu as well. In terms of who's the better fighter, that's more subjective, since, you know, Ryu, well, you know, he shows mercy to his opponents, and Sub-Zero, you know, doesn't, and also aims for pressure points and can crack people's bones very easily. So, I mean, again, I think it is kind of a landslide victory here for Ryu. He could very easily just blitz Sub-Zero, or even if the fight's dragged out, he would still win. If it was base Ryu versus Sub-Zero, it might be closer. Or if it was Ryu versus Sub-Zero from Injustice, that could be closer. So I might cover Injustice Sub-Zero versus Ryu, but that'll be for another time. If you enjoyed this video, dislike and subscribe. The person that's right up on the screen is the one that guessed correctly and who would win between Gogeta and Composite Superman. And obviously Tanjiro in the comments section also predicted it, but you know, technically they weren't on my Discord server, so obviously I can't really verify if they didn't watch the video or not, but you know, whatever, there's your shout out. For the next video, I'm either going to be debunking a video from a bigger YouTuber from a couple years ago, either that, or it's going to be a choice between like several different fights on my Discord server. You know, it's either going to be Captain Levi versus Captain America, or Odin from Marvel versus Arceus from Pokemon. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and I will see you in the next video.